Good morning. How's your morning going? I've got my coffee as usual. Last night I was asked a question. What does heaven look like? Well, in case many of you don't know, I have actually seen heaven. I drank Red Devil Eye when I was like 5.5 years old. Accidental poisoning. A little bit hoarse this morning. I've had to use my inhaler. I drank Red Devil Eye when I was like 5.5 years old. My upper part of my esophagus totally destroyed. It messed up a couple of my vocal cords, which explains the soft voice. My right lung collapsed, so I have 5 staples in my right lung. Can't have an MRI, it'll pull the staples out, I'm dead. Plain and simple. And I was in a coma. So during this time that I'm in a coma, I actually died. We're talking no brain activity, no heartbeat, no breathing, no nothing. I am dead as a doornail, folks. And I took a trip to heaven. And, I've joined a couple of groups on Facebook, like Spiritual Warfare is one of them. And it's kind of like an extra Bible study for me. And this gentleman come on last night and he's like, so can you tell me what heaven looks like? And if you ain't prepared to hear this, you might as well just cut it off right now. Because I'm going to tell you what it looks like. The angels, the choir of angels, were singing Amazing Grace. And I have never in my life heard anything so sweet. The harmony was perfect. I didn't hear any violins playing, no musical instruments. The only thing I could hear was the angels singing. And it was so sweet, so soft, such perfect harmony. It was just awesome. And I guess that is why that's one of my favorite songs. Now, that's the first thing I hear. And I had this angel grasp my hand. And she says, there's somebody here that wants to see you. And we're walking, and it's like we're walking on clouds. But the light is so bright that, it's like you're in a dark room, but you got flashlights going everywhere. It is a really, really bright light. And she takes me to meet Jesus. Now, whenever I touched his robe, his white robe, I was so humbled because I had grew up going to church. My he was a preacher at the time and hearing about God. But, as a young child, you're like, is he real? Or is this fairy tale? And for me to be able to touch his robe and to feel, yes, he's real, that humbled me to my knees. And I started crying. He had brown, long, flowing hair. I'm not talking here, folks. His hair was down to his shoulders. Brown eyes. The skin was soft like cotton. His voice was so soft, so smooth, and so tender. It wasn't a harsh voice. Like we hear, when we as parents get mad at our children and we've got that strong voice, it wasn't a strong, harsh voice. The voice that I heard from Jesus Christ himself was so soft and so tender. And you could just feel the peace all around him. The light was really, really bright. It almost hurt your eyes to look at him. And he smelled like lavender. Pure lavender. Everywhere we went, it was lavender. it's like it followed him. And when I was around the angels, listening to the choir sing, I smelled vanilla. Don't ask me to explain it. I mean, this is what I experienced. I smelled vanilla around the angels and lavender around Jesus. And, there's just this bright, bright light and a feeling of peace. I've never felt anything like it before in my life. And I liked it. I mean, you talk about peace. No heartache, no tears, no crying. I had the perfect voice. It was just so awesome and so cool. Just total peace and easiness and such joy. Just totally amazing what it looks like. There's a river in heaven. Yeah, there's a river in heaven. And it flows so softly, and the ripples are just like beautiful as they can be. I have never felt such joy, such peace, such satisfaction. And I didn't want to leave. But God wasn't finished with me at that time. He sent me back. And, I had people ask me, why are you a fanatic for Christ? Why? Why do you love God so much? This is why. I have seen what waits for me. I've smelled heaven. I've touched the robe. I have seen his scars on his hands. I've seen the scars on his feet. They looked fresh, except they weren't bleeding. I've been there. I know what lies ahead. So yes, when the time comes to where I'm asked to lay down my Bible and live, or take up the Bible and die, I'm sorry. You're just going to take me out. I'm not giving up my faith on God. I'm not giving up my Bible. I'm not turning my back on God. Ever. I don't care how many people turn against me. I'm keeping my faith in Jesus. Because I know what lies ahead for me. Some people would think I'm cuckoo for sharing this. That's okay. I'm cuckoo for God. It's such just an awesome, awesome feeling to be in the presence of God. Literally. And to be able to hear such beautiful, beautiful, beautiful music. And to be able to actually touch the hem of the robe of Jesus Christ himself, that is something a child cannot make up. That is something you will never, ever forget. Now, I'm not perfect. I have backslid, but I've rededicated my life to Christ. I'm on the right track. Been on the right track for a while. And if you have any doubts what heaven looks like, you consider what I've told you. It's real. It is just as real as me sitting here today talking to you. The smells are just as real. They're just as real as the coffee you drink, the tea you drink, the food you eat, and the air you breathe. And one day soon, we're all going to get to see heaven. We're all going to get that chance to see what it looks like. But I've been there. I've smelled it. I've heard it. And I can't wait to go back. That don't mean I'm going to kill myself right now. I'm not going to kill myself. But you know what? Heaven's for real. I wish I could just give you a visual sense like props of what it looks like, but there is none. There is none. It is just such a peaceful, peaceful feeling to be around Jesus and to be surrounded by so much love. It's awesome. It is really, really awesome. I hope this blessed somebody. I'm going to finish my coffee. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace out. I know I say it in all my videos. God bless you.